forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Oh, it is a rough one out there on this Monday. Cold rain continuing to fall, especially south of I-74, I-72. You can see those showers, and even some areas with a little bit of blue is showing up, which would indicate maybe a snowflake trying to mix in there from time to time. We widen the view out. You can see all the moisture closer to I-70, and we're seeing a lot of that here. But those locations that pick up on this precipitation, most likely is that cold rain, but again, a snowflake can't be ruled out because look at the temperature, especially in Springfield. You're now down to 35. It's 37 in Champaign, and it is just a dreary, overcast night with temperatures hovering into the 30s. Okay, we'll come back, talk about if there's any kind of a warm-up that we can look forward to this week in the 7-day forecast. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
The owner calls it the most non-essential business in the area, but this store is one that so many people are going to miss. Plus, they're fighting a battle at the Danville VA. Just how many COVID cases are over there?
And he fainted during arraignment last week. What a judge said today to that man accused of hitting and killing a bicyclist.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
The pandemic has kind of hit us hard.
And that's one of the reasons the doors are closing. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Businesses across central Illinois have been hurting during the pandemic. But while some are calling it quits, others are taking the chance to try something new. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunty is with us now. So, Courtney, it really feels like every day we hear about somebody shutting something down.
Jennifer, it really does, and some were really on the brink before March and the pandemic started happening, but it was the final straw. Others are using this as a time to start over.
When I started my business, I wasn't much bigger than a piece of plywood.
After 49 years, a storefront that holds a special place in many hearts will soon be just a memory.
The support has been wonderful, and I can't say enough good things about it, but it's time.
Owner Andy Dallas says COVID-19 restrictions played a big role in his decision.
The thing about our business is that it is the most non-essential business probably in Champaign-Urbana because we sell rubber chickens and phony dog poop.
Hank's Table is another recent closure. Owners there said the events of the past year were part of it. Still, while some are calling it quits, others, like Champaign's Scotty's Brew House, are becoming something new.
We're rebranding the restaurant into a tap house. It's going to be called ASPEN Tap House, kind of patterned around a campfire hospitality theme.
But they also aren't untouched by COVID-19. Chamber of Commerce leaders say they're continually working on creating resources for these owners.
There is money available through the state of Illinois, and it's called the Big Grant Business Interruption.
On top of that, the cities of Champaign and Urbana are also working on their own programs.
If you are a business that had put out that, you have expenses that you incurred because of COVID-19 that you would not have normally incurred, they're going to have a reimbursement program for some of those expenses.
Andy Dallas says he also chose to close Dallas & Company because his property value is going up. He says that area of Champaign is really growing. The other reason is because of his age. He told me it just feels like a good time to retire. Jennifer.
All right. Thank you, Courtney. Now, we talked about those changes, but they aren't happening just yet. Dallas & Company will officially close after Halloween. Aspen Tap House will reopen with their new branding next week. They have some events this week to kick it off. Goodwill in Danville has closed its doors temporarily after an employee tested positive for COVID-19. The store was scrubbed down. All employees were asked to stay home. Every worker goes through 2 health screenings a day. They will reopen tomorrow.
The VA facility in Danville is reporting more than 200 COVID-19 cases among veterans and staff. A total of 169 vets and 51 staff have tested positive. Among those, 42 cases are active, which includes 33 vets and 9 employees. 3 people have died. The VA says the rate of hospitalizations has decreased from 38 to 15% since March. It's continuing to screen vets and staff and isolate anyone at risk of infection. Now, Macon County is dealing with a surge in cases. 267 people tested positive since Friday, 123 on Saturday alone. That is a single-day high for the county since the pandemic began. The majority of these cases are impacting people in their 20s. Health officials are urging people to get tested, even if you think it might be seasonal allergies. You can go to the Decatur Civic Center parking lot through November 1st from 8 to 4. It's free. You don't need an appointment or insurance. Now, the state's positivity rate over the past week has jumped to 6.3%. There are over 4,700 new cases, as you can see, in the state in the last 24 hours. That's nearly 379,000 cases diagnosed since the pandemic began. State's positivity rate is up to 6.3%. And there have been 17 deaths in the past 24 hours, none in central Illinois. That is a bit of good news. There have been over 9,500 COVID-related deaths in Illinois.
Mattoon police arrested a woman they say shot a man in the head with a crossbow. April Dixon was arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. They say she shot a man in the forehead with a crossbow during a domestic dispute. The man was taken to the hospital and later released. Effingham police made 3 arrests for battering a pregnant woman. It happened Saturday night near the corner of Clinton and South Linden. Police say these 3, 25-year-old Jesse Tucker, 29-year-old Christy Roderick, and 18-year-old Trinidad Baker, were charged with aggravated battery to a pregnant person, mob action, and criminal damage to property. The last charge was for damage to a vehicle.
Here's a follow-up now. The driver arrested for hitting a bicyclist in Mahomet was in court again today. Robert O'Malley is charged with leaving the scene of a crash that resulted in death. Investigators say O'Malley hit Dr. Bill Shue while Shue was riding his bike. Shue later died from his injuries. O'Malley was in court Friday and actually passed out before the arraignment was over. Now, today's hearing dealt with bond. O'Malley's attorney wanted it reduced, but it's $500,000. Champaign police are investigating 2 shootings that left 3 people hurt. One happened just before noon near Louisiana and Bloomington. Police say an 18-year-old girl and 20-year-old man were approached by a car when someone inside that car shot at them. They were both taken to the hospital. The other shooting was just before 1 this morning. A 17-year-old boy was taken to the hospital after he was shot in the arm. That shooting happened near the corner of West William Street and Holiday Drive. No arrests have been made. Police are asking anyone in that area with exterior security video to give them a call. We have information about that on our website, WCIA.com.
Tony Brown was declared the winner in the sheriff's race in Macon County by just 1 vote. 2 years later, it's still undecided. We've got the latest on the trial to settle it.
Also tonight,
some problems arise if somebody doesn't know a rule.
as we get closer to Election Day, more signs are popping up. The question is, are they all legal?
And we would like to have our weather be illegal when it's this kind of yucky out there. Just look at that. Oh, man, it's Springfield right now, overcast. Actually, maybe even a few snowflakes. I was looking close there. You'll see something fly by on our screen every once in a while there, as you can see. And as we go throughout the course of tonight, we will continue to see these cold temperatures and the rain showers moving across the area. We'll have more about that when we come back.
The Bright Spot on WCIA is sponsored by Flooring Surfaces.
I make sacrifices to keep a budget. Why can't Springfield politicians do the same thing? They keep raising income taxes and still have an $8 billion budget deficit. That's ridiculous. Vote no on the politicians' tax hike amendment.
If you have an electrical, plumbing, or heating and cooling problem, there's only one home service company you need. When you want 100% satisfaction and the finest service, make things easy. Call Edelman. Edelman Inc. is a proud sponsor of the Viewers Club.
When you shoot the zesty burger sauce rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're gonna want to capsize in that chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
Don't look good.
Yeah, it looks like it's both. Just what I don't need.
This is what you do need.
Complete the application within minutes, and if approved, you may get the money you need as soon as the same business day. Get the cash you need fast. Apply online today. Go to cashnetusa.com.
Just in time for one of college football's greatest rivalries. It's time for you to tackle DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportsbook's latest can't-miss offer. Because when you make your first bet on Saturday's game, you can turn $1 into $100 if your team wins. All you have to do is download the DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportsbook app, place your first bet on either Penn State or Ohio State, and make it rain.
When a politician calls something fair, watch out. They say it's only a tax on the rich, but that's a bunch of crap. When that's not enough, they're coming after me next. Please vote no on the politician's tax hike amendment.
When you need to know what the weather will be in the coming week, tune in to WCIA 3's 7-day forecast. You can count on our team of meteorologists, Kevin Livey, Jack Durfin, and Amelia Henderson, for the most accurate 7-day forecast. Sponsored by Edelman. This portion of WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Livey.
Well, kind of a rough Monday, that's for sure, with conditions like this, rain showers across the area, a large area of rain that we've had, and a cold rain at that. That's a Storm Tracker Doppler, and you can see the showers here, especially closer to Effingham, some heavier activity where you've got some of those darker greens, even the yellows showing up. We zoom in, and you can see basically south of I-74 and I-72 is where we're seeing most of that moisture. There's a little bit of that blue near Springfield, which again would be indicative of maybe a snowflake mixing in there, but mainly this is just a really, really cold rain, and that's going to continue. You can see the moisture here continuing to really set up along I-70, where I think the best chance for precipitation is going to be over the next several hours. That's what our future track here is showing as well, with these showers from Paris down to Mattoon and Effingham, and even into early tomorrow morning, we may still have some of that moisture around. Current temperature is only 37 degrees. And then we have to talk about the wind factored in. So it actually feels like 27 in Bloomington right now. Feels like 29 in Springfield and 28 degrees in Jacksonville. That is some rough stuff for sure. Here's a look at the next several hours. Don't expect temperatures to move a whole lot. We're going to hang in the mid-30s for an overnight low. And again, it doesn't have to be at 32 degrees or below for a snowflake to mix in. You can still have 35, 36 degrees and get a few snowflakes, and that may occur. So let's look ahead to tomorrow in Ellsworth, 45. That's your high tomorrow. The same in Roberts. This is about 15 degrees below average for this time of the year. So yes, this is odd. This is strange. Not near record territory, but definitely chilly here for still being the end of October. 47 in Illiopolis, and we don't get a whole lot better. There are a few days in there. Wednesday's a nice day at 57, and then we have to get to next week before we see the 60s again. So it's going to be quite chilly this week, with our next good rain chance showing up Thursday, and we could see some decent rainfall amounts, especially here with tonight's rain closer to I-70, an inch and a half over the next week or so. Here's your forecast for tonight. 34 degrees, mostly cloudy. Rain coming to an end. 46 degrees for tomorrow. Again, still dealing with maybe a few of those showers. Don't forget, you can always download the WCIA 3 weather app. It is a free download for you to get that, and you shouldn't have any issue. It will go ahead and load up the radar for you. It'll have everything you want to know about the forecast, including the 7-day forecast, which we now display for you here, which is going to show these temperatures remaining very chilly all week long. We don't see any major improvements here. And then, of course, Saturday is Halloween, and it does look dry. And don't forget, then Saturday night into Sunday morning, clocks going back, daylight saving time there, and we get that extra hour. Again, one of my favorite days there with that. But it's going to be cold. It's cold all week. We don't even get out of the 50s.
I know with your extra hour, I'm thinking there's going to be a to-do list. You're going to get some chores done.
Yes.
The snooze, right?
The chores include watching football on Sunday and more football.
And sleeping.
And sleeping.
All right, thanks.
It was not the way the Illini wanted to open the football season. Why this week's matchup with Purdue now becomes the biggest game of the season.
Plus,
in my opinion, they're spending way too much time trying to figure out who is requesting the information.
Urbana is trying to control how many FOIA requests it gets. That guy says how they're doing it is illegal.